What's up guys, this is Loki619 and this is my 2016 gaming PC build.
Ooh, sexy!
So last year I built a gaming PC that was on a budget of about 600 bucks. This year I wanted to up the ante a little bit and build a PC that was around $1,000 that was kind of the best of all worlds. Great performance, great streaming, great gaming. But before we do that, let me talk about the first PC that I built last year. And this is the first PC that I built that was intended strictly for gaming and streaming. Right here we've got a price list of all the different parts based off of today's prices. So if you were to build this PC today, it will cost you about 800 bucks. But when I did this PC build last 2014, early 2015, it came out to roughly under $600. For this build, I went with the AMD X4 860K processor. And the reason I went with that processor was because I'd gone to a local retailer called Fry's Electronics, and they had a special. It was 80 bucks for the MSI gaming motherboard, as well as for this particular PC or CPU, and I couldn't pass up that deal. That deal was even further sweetened with the $20 rebate that came with it. So I essentially paid 60 bucks for this motherboard that you see here and the CPU that you can pretty much overclock to a little over 4 gigahertz in clock speed. What we have right now is a breakdown of that PC build, and this is the same footage that I used when I presented that PC build last year. But for the graphics side, we went with the MSI Radeon R7. Did I say Radeon? The MSI R7 260X. And again, I wanted to go decent, but not go too cheap, not go too expensive for this build. So we went kind of mid, a little bit more than budget as far as my budget could handle. This is the 2014 performance build for that PC. Now, as far as gaming, it's a great PC for gaming. GTA 5 was perfect when you're playing on your own, but the moment you decide to stream and play at the same time, you get a lot of stuttering, a lot of frame drops, and a lot of frames popping in. So I would be driving down the street in GTA, and Los Santos would be nothing like what it looks like in game, and all of a sudden, all these textures would pop up everywhere. Worse, when I tried to stream, I get a lot of lag, input lag, all kinds of lag. It was just terrible for streaming GTA 5. Other games, however, it worked perfectly. I was able to stream Mad Max, I was able to stream Alien Isolation, and it worked fine. It's just GTA 5 that gave me a lot of problems. Now, on the flip side, with console streaming, this was an awesome build, because with console streaming, what I did was I used an external, or both an external as well as an internal graphics card. For the external graphics capture, I used the Elgato Game Capture HD, and for the internal, I used the Avermedia Live Broadcaster, capture card, and it worked great. Very smooth, very high quality. Now, problem with this though is that, again, I still want to play GTA 5 and be able to stream it. So what do? Make a computer with more power. So for the 2016 gaming PC build, I went with the Intel i5 Skylake 6500 CPU and the MSI R9 380. Once again, I wanted to go somewhat a little bit more than budget, but I didn't want to go over, $1,000, so I tried to keep everything within budget of a little under $1,000. Now, I'm not getting, total 4K performance out of this, but it's better than what I was working with, and more importantly, it will allow me to stream Grand Theft Auto and play Grand Theft Auto PC at the same time. And in a few minutes, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about, where it shows you all of the latest textures, all of the quality. It's amazing. But for now, here's a quick look at the different parts that I picked. We went with the EVGA 500 watts 80 plus certified power supply, ADATA 16 gigabyte DDR4, the Razer NZXT S340 case, MSI R9 4 gigabyte 380 graphics card. What am I saying? I don't even know. There's my dog in the background. That's all I can say. So here we are is the case. I love this case, guys. That little Razer logo in the front, when you turn it on, it lights up like anything. It's almost like Christmas. And underneath, on the undercarriage, you got some green LEDs that light up the bottom of your desk or your table or whatever you put it on. But before we take a look at that, we gotta look at the insides, and the insides are great. We've got the MSI Z170-A Pro motherboard. I wanted to go the gaming route, but to kind of save like 20 bucks, I went with just the Pro. And the main difference is that the Pro has versus the gaming. The gaming's got like better audio, but at the end of the day, I've got other audio programs and cards that I'll be using. Here we have the Avermedia capture card that I'm using for this one. This is a little bit better than the one that I'd used in the previous build. The previous build was the game broadcaster or live broadcaster. That card was capable of capturing HD, but it only did 30 frames per second. This card does 60 frames per second. So I want to be able to capture as many frames as I can to help keep up with the quality of better gaming, better streaming. That said, we've got the MSI R9 right there that we just showed. We also have all of the internals. We've got my USB drive that contains Windows 10. We've got a 1 terabyte hard drive, a 240 SSD, our memory, and our power supply. The SSD for the last build was 120 gigabytes. For this build, 240 gigabytes. And the reason we doubled it was after a few months with 120 gigabytes, with all the updates of Windows 10, I started to run out of space. So for this one, 240 should be more than enough, I hope. If not, we can always switch it out later. For now, we've got the memory and everything all set. We'll be seating the, we just seated the Avermedia card. And next we'll be seating this little puppy right over here. But before we do that, a bit of caution. Do as I say, not as I do. Right there it says remove before gaming. That little plastic cover, make sure you take that off and you don't make the same mistake that I made where I put it in there and I realized, oh no, I should have taken that plastic off. So I had to take the graphics card out again and reinstall it. Hopefully you guys take that plastic off first before you install. Right here we've got the ADATA SSD with 240 gigabyte capacity, all seated and ready to go. And we're about to fire this puppy up and see what it can do. There we go, and there you go. Now, one of the things this case does not come with is an LED light on the inside, so I had to provide my own LED light. And I went back to Fry's and got a USB LED strip that was green, so it kind of matches the inside lights or the outside lights as well. It's a little bit off, but hey, why is there ice cream on my desk and not ice cream in my mouth right now? But anyhow, this is a side-by-side shot of the PC on the right. That's the PC that I built last year. This is the PC that I built this year. And boy, I gotta tell you guys, I am so excited to finally get a chance to play GTA 5 on the PC again. Because if you take a look at the clips here, you'll see why. This is me streaming on, doing a test stream the other day of just driving around in Grand Theft Auto with the graphics and everything set to mid. Nothing high or anything like that, but if you just take a look at this right here, right now, it looks so much better. About 10 times better than what you would find on console gaming. And I'm so happy, so excited that it's going to be great. I hope that why did I just say it's going to be great? That sounds like freaking Donald Trump. But anyhow, it's going to be great. We can do great. I like great. GTA 5, everybody, on PC. This is going to be awesome. I hope to hopefully play with mods again. The thing about mods is that every time freaking Rockstar decides to update their game, which is I have no complaints on, it always nerfs my mods, which I do have complaints on. But for the most part, GTA 5 looks so gorgeous on this new PC. I can't talk about it even more. My mind is blown at how. Just look at the lighting at night. It's great. The shadows and everything. It's awesome, dude. So again, I'm so excited to play Grand Theft Auto 5 and some of the other games. I'll be getting Quantum Break on the PC pretty soon. Hopefully I'll be playing that pretty soon, and a host of other PC games that I hope you guys will enjoy watching as I will enjoy playing and presenting to you. As far as the console is concerned, if the last build was really great at capturing console gameplay, this is 10 times better. And as you'll see here with the console streaming, I'm able to capture at 60 frames per second, and it's just amazing. That's all I can say. It's amazing. So for that, I have all of you guys to thank for. Without you guys, I would never have the motivation to be able to build something like this. But because of you guys, it motivates me to save the money, go out there and build the best that I can build so that I can present you guys with the best content possible. That said, thank you so much for your support in the last year. I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I look forward to another year of more gaming and more fun. This is Loki619, and this is my Skylake Intel i5 6500 PC build. Later, folks!